What is it they say about the road to hell? That it's paved with good intentions? A quick update on things as they are. Welcome to Gaia. Shooting live. No, that's not good. Anyway. This is a bit of a van life video, really, I suppose. And I'm going to give my reasons for choosing life, choosing van life. It's a bit like the train spotting thing. What do you choose? Did a video on choice morning. Dog walking in the park. Did a video on the choice thing. One of my first videos about choice being the issue, not so much to believe, because we choose to believe, and so on. But anyway, my reasons. Now, I always suspected that people had similar reasons to this, but not a lot of van lifers, YouTubers, were admitting to it. So, and that's probably wrong. But I'm just surprised I've never heard it before. In some of the YouTubers I follow, I'll try and put a link in the description, because I mean they're just inspirational what they're doing, because they're kind of sticking to their guns, if you like. This is a bit disruptive at the morning. We're in the park, so it's quite busy. Dog walking. Everybody's here dog walking. Morning.
Morning.
Anyway. Someone just looked at me strangely like, oh, what are you doing, recording? Anyway. Poopy's here. So, down to the reasons. Well, the reasons I've spoken about before, and it's really to do about the reality that we live in. And I know, you can say it's subjective, and it's a subjective sort of perceptions and whatnot, and it is. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. But it's a big but. I must see if this is recording still. I go on and on. What is your understanding of where we are? What is reality to you? And I think our choices are quite largely based on our perception of our reality. So here's kind of where I stand, where my reasons lie. I'll try and sit down perhaps in a minute, but I'll maybe just make this fairly brief. There's a couple of kissing in the park there, very nice. This reality isn't what you think it is, basically. Well, I say you, I mean, if you're watching this and you're not part of the understanding, so I'm messing with the buttons here, not part of the understanding of what this place is and what the reality is, then obviously I urge you to look into that, because you'll find that a lot of the choices you make are based on a fake reality. I don't want to sound too certifiable just yet, but if you watch my earlier videos, yeah. So my van life choices are based around the facts I say, not beliefs, but hard evidential facts that are observable. You can see and understand them every day if you have eyes to see. And I find these facts so horribly sort of treacherous, and it's a really evil place to live, this world. I'm not depressed. I'm not saying that because I believe something like the devil is among us, or some nonsense. But look, when you look at the facts, what the money control system is, everything that we understand about the care or our value or our responsibilities, where we are, what is this place, this earth? If all of that changed in your mind, for sure you'd be making different choices. And when I came to understand a lot of that, part of that truth, part of that understanding was that, I'll say flat earth, but actually nobody really knows. It's quite windy. I'm hoping the wind's not catching. Okay, but look, NASA's lying about the pictures from space, and they're lying about the space missions and the moon stuff. So they're lying about the shape of the Earth and about gravity and how science works and all this kind of thing. They're lying about all of that. So why is this knowledge being kept from us? Where are we? Where are we really? What are we really? And what are our responsibilities here? And when you look and understand, when you see what is actually a demonic reversal of almost everything we are taught, then you have to ask yourself some serious questions and understand whether you want to be part of that game. And when you understand how horrifically nasty the game is, any decent person, which we all are, most of us, very vast majority of us are incredibly decent people who love our neighbours and want only the best for our colleagues, even our competitors, if you like. So that's why the truth is hidden from everybody, because essentially, if we all knew the truth, we'd all be behaving very differently. We wouldn't allow the disease and the punishments and the control, the poverty. We wouldn't allow it, and there'd be no need for it, as there is no need for it now. But they're all control systems that are deliberately orchestrated to keep us in fear, in poverty, in ignorance. And therefore much easier to control, because we know very little about anything that is part of the true reality of things. So, hope I've not made myself look a bit silly, but those are my reasons for coming out of not completely coming out of the financial control system, because it's such an evil web that it has quite a hold on us. Can't really get away from it that easily. But getting out of paying rent, which is kind of a waste of money, because it ties you down to working more to pay for the rent and so on. But my main reason, apart from all that, and has to do with that too, is I really haven't travelled very much, and I'd like to see some of this real world now that I understand what it is a bit better. I'd like to see it with eyes that can see, with real eyes, with and then maybe I'll learn more about where we really are. But I certainly want to understand a bit more about it, and I want to see, and I want to be free. I want to be free to do what I want to do. I'm free to get loaded. No, I'm just kidding. Probably will get loaded a few times. But no, seriously, guys, it's about doing what you have to do with the knowledge that you have. And that's why I admire a lot of the van lifers. They understand one thing, they go ahead and do it. Maybe a lot of them say that they want to travel, which is great. I want to travel, but it's a demonic place we live in. Going back to that, and I was just saying to my sister this morning, because I was due to move out of the house today. The van is not ready, and it's almost livable, but gosh, it's more than we think it is, that stuff. I just got a 2-week kind of extension, or like an open-ended extension on staying in the flat, in the house, because the refurbishment's becoming quite delayed and so on. And so pressure off today from moving out, trying to move into the van. I was going to crash at my sister's. New contract, did get that crazy that job in the strangest possible way. I couldn't really understand how I did it, or why it happened, how it happened. Well, okay, that was done. Waiting on a confirmation date on that. So I'll be able to move into the van, and pretty soon save loads of money for travelling, and hopefully able to take a year travelling and to understand all this a bit better without the restraints and stresses of this demonic reversal reality that's going on around us. And no one really understands it or sees it, and they're happily to carry on thinking that they're doing the best thing and they're upstanding people. And a lot of them are, but we are, as I say, really deceived into consenting to these control systems, and they throw it in our faces every day. If you have eyes to see, you will see that, and also I can't see the misery around everyone around me, especially at work, on a train, in public, and you see many people, even if they don't know it, even the ones that think they're happy, are really just incredibly controlled and miserable. So that's pretty difficult to live with all the time, as someone who, let's say, I can see, and many people I know do see the reality that is around us, the reversal. For example, my sister this morning, we came to about she said something like, whatever happens, when the time comes, and we will die. I don't know how we got to that, but we weren't having a morbid conversation, but it came to that philosophical point, where you kind of condense everything into this, into something like that. But which is funny. And I had to say to her, look, part of my understanding of this reality is that our life, this existence here, we're taught to fear not being here. And I already know that this is we're entrapped here, we're forced here, and we're entrapped here because the earth is not what we think it is, not what we're told, not a spinning ball in space, and what it is, and how big it actually is. What appears to be a vast plane could just be like a simulation or a spaceship, and it's an enclosed system. It looks like, look, there's so many things that are wrong, that have been reversed. And so I'm just thinking, well, look, life is reversed. This is actually already our death. They don't want us to move on from here into this entrapped death that they've created for us, because actually what waits us on the other side is our life. So that's the reversal. So we're taught to fear the death because obviously they don't want us to leave. They want to keep us here. If we all knew that, like some religions believe that life after death, and there's heaven and all this thing, well, maybe there is, but as far as the consistency goes, or reversing everything and misinforming us to the point that's almost a reversal of the truth, would stand if you apply it to life and death. That's what you come up with. This is not, again, life is not what it appears to be, our lives. So I hope that's made no sense whatsoever, but that's all I'm kind of saying. But those are my reasons for choosing to try and get out of systems as much as possible. I'm going to keep trying until I can have minimal interaction with it, and I'm sure that life will explain itself better, and we'll see. That's my journey here. That's what I want to experience in whatever this is for the time I'm here, and nothing else has any importance to me in that sense, not even life itself, because I don't even believe this is real. This is definitely an illusion, a deception, a trap. So we should not fear leaving this place, or we should not fear death. And of course, the fear is a great one for control. It's a fantastic control mechanism, as is like fear of loss and whatever, the ego, control system, well, all sorts. So there's many of them around. A lot of people don't realise that every decision they make is a controlled decision. It's something that they would not do had they known what the true reality is. So that's my 10 pence. Hope you like it. I really hope if you're new, looking at this for the first time, please research Flat Earth for one. There's a lot of information on it. I know it sounds crazy. No, I'm not certifiable, but that's what they'll have us all believe now. That anyone who contradicts the status quo of science is insane. But that's always been the case if you look throughout history. It's just, look, anyone who opposes the control is annihilated, and the whole story is weaved around that to make us believe that they were terrible people or whatever. Look at the axis of evil. That's all made up, ISIS, and I'm not going to go into that shit. But yeah, those are my reasons. Some of them at least. I'm sure there's a lot more. If you can think of any, let me know. Good luck to you guys. Take it easy.